Kong is not a democracy. No way, far from it. But the irony is we enjoy many of the trappings of a democracy. She tried to implement this extradition bill, which will give her administration the power to send people for trial in mainland China, where there is really lawlessness. And people are very worried. But the government, the administration of Carrie Lam, has used the pandemic to postpone the Legislative Council election. She postponed it for 1 full year to September next year. But we've got this national security law, which was imposed on us at the beginning of July. And on the 10th of this month, Jimmy Lai, the owner of Apple Daily, and his colleagues, his sons, and some young activists, including Agnes Chow, they were arrested under the national security law. So journalists are quite terrified. They don't know when they will be next. In the last year since the extradition bill, you have seen us marching, and of course, on many occasions in huge numbers. And that, of course, sent out very powerful signal to the Hong Kong people, to Beijing and the rest of the world, what the Hong Kong people want. But now, because of the pandemic, the social distancing rules, so people cannot gather. Because I am quite certain, if the pandemic is under control, if no social distancing rules, many people will turn out. We want to fight for our safety, fight to develop democracy, and all these things are promised to us in the Sino-British Joint Declaration and the Basic Law. What we want is justice, fairness. So I think it's this kind of sentiment which propel the people to take to the streets time and time again to challenge the authority. The most important thing is to defend, to preserve the little freedoms that we have, and like freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom from being arrested, personal safety, independence of the judiciary. All these things are very dear to our heart. Hong Kong people, many of them, just want the Chinese government to keep the promises of the Sino-British Joint Declaration so that we can have a free lifestyle, we can have rule of law, personal safety, independence of the judiciary, and develop our political system. That's what we want. Maybe we cannot do it, but we're going to give it a very good try. The Hong Kong people, we are very tenacious. Just like earlier, I was asked, was I surprised that the protests went on for so many months? They don't seem to be tired. Yeah, Hong Kong people are very tenacious, and as the saying goes, like a bad penny, we will keep turning up. A lot of countries have a lot of stake in Hong Kong. We certainly hope Germany and the European Union, and of course other countries all over the world, will continue to keep an eye on Hong Kong and to speak out when you see us being suppressed. I'm not saying that none of you should do business with China, boycott China. No, do business with them, but demand reciprocity. That's what Professor Larry Diamond, who will be speaking next week, he has advocated that. He's told the West, many countries, when you deal with China, demand reciprocity. They come to Germany, everything's open to them, to their business people, to their students, academics, journalists. But if you go to China, you don't get access. Why do you put up with it?